I am 27 years old and have been married for over a year. But my husband and I have not had children yet. Currently, we are living with my in-laws. Since we share a household, my husband and I contribute 6 million Vietnamese dongs each month to my mother-in-law to help with food and other living expenses. I believe this is a reasonable amount to support the household, especially since both my husband and I have stable incomes. Before getting married, I was aware that my mother-in-law was a very traditional woman who strongly believed in the old ways of family life. She holds the view that when a woman marries, she must fully adapt to her husband's family and follow their customs. At first, I was mentally prepared to adjust, trying my best to be respectful and maintain harmony in the house. However, what I didn't expect was that, besides daily household matters, my mother-in-law would also try to interfere in my financial affairs. At first, she would casually ask about my salary and how I managed my expenses. Not thinking much of it, I honestly shared that my monthly income was around 20 million Vietnamese dongs. Including bonuses, I didn't see the need to hide anything because I believed that transparency in the family was a good thing. However, after that, I noticed that my mother-in-law started making subtle suggestions, saying things like, "Money in the household should be managed by the elders. The children only need to contribute enough for me to take care of everything." When she first brought it up, I politely declined and explained that my husband and I had our own financial plans and preferred to manage our money ourselves. Despite my response, she continued to bring up the topic repeatedly, sometimes with a tone of disappointment, as if she felt I didn't trust the family. Recently, the situation has escalated. My mother-in-law directly told me, "You should hand over your entire salary to me so I can save it for when you have children." I was completely shocked and taken aback by her request. She even gave me an example from her own life, saying that when she got married, she handed over all her earnings to her mother-in-law, and thanks to that, their family remained peaceful and financially stable. I tried to explain that times have changed and that young couples today need financial independence to secure their future. I also shared that I had my own financial plans, including savings, investments, and personal expenses. Instead of understanding, she became upset, even raising her voice and accusing me of not knowing how to take care of my family. What made things even more difficult was my husband's reaction. Initially, he had no opinion on the matter and simply said, "It's up to you." But when he saw his mother getting angry, he suggested, "Why don't you just give her a small amount to make her happy?" His lack of a firm stance disappointed me because it felt like he just wanted to avoid conflict rather than supporting me in my decision. I now find myself in a difficult situation. On one hand, I want to maintain control over my finances because I work hard to earn my salary and believe I have the right to manage my own money. On the other hand, I don't want to upset my mother-in-law and cause tension in the family. Some people have told me that living with a mother-in-law like this will be unbearable in the long run, especially since my husband lacks the strength to stand up for me. They suggest that I firmly keep my money and tell her that I have already opened a long-term savings account for my future children, which cannot be withdrawn but only added to. Others say that I should move out as soon as possible because this issue will eventually lead to bigger conflicts. They believe that if my husband reacts negatively to this decision, it only confirms that separation is inevitable. They even suggest that my husband and his mother deliberately trapped me into this situation, as they should have been upfront about their expectations before marriage if they were honest. I am trying to find a way to protect my financial independence while also maintaining peace in the family. What should I do? I would love to hear advice from others.